Hi, everybody. It's been a long time. I've been so busy, and I'm so excited today to come into TikTok. Thank you. I gotta just wait a little bit of time to see my fans. I want them to be able to catch up with me. How's everybody doing? Today is, what is it? Today is 26th of September. There's still some few days for a miracle. For a miracle. There's still some few days before the end of September. Is that not excited? It's amazing. It's so amazing that we've almost accomplished the month of September. That's wonderful, my friends. I'm speaking from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. And I am here to share the love with you. I am here. I was just, within some few minutes, I was just watching this guy and he was talking. And people were giving him so much gift. I said, my God, this guy. And the girl that was dancing with her, was shaking her booty. When she was shaking her booty, people were giving gift. When she turned her face, she looked like a man. Because she was filled with beards and she had a manly look. But the more she was dancing, they were giving gifts. I said, wow. This guy wasn't saying anything. He was just saying, touch this. I'm telling you the truth. People were so excited to give gifts. And why were they giving the gifts? I think it was just the dancing and the way this man was dancing with a very big booty. I was saying, is it his booty or is that just added something there? Then why I was so excited because I was shocked. I said, wow, maybe this is the act, There are things people just like, and you give them what they like. There are things people like, you just give them what they like, and that's how the world is. I can't dance, my friend. I don't have any booty to dance. But I'm telling my fans before I start talking anything now, I can't dance, but I can give you something that will take you all through your life, that will sustain you. I don't have anybody behind me that can dance, but I think the wisdom I can give you can take you a long way. What I want to give you now that brought me into this exercise today in TikTok is this. There's a place in the book of books called the Bible, the greatest book that has ever existed. It says, whatever your hand findeth to do, do it well with all your might, with all your strength, with everything you can. That will make you a star. That will make you a star. This is not the first time I've said this thing. I've said it before. It is written in the book of books, the greatest book that has ever existed. Whatever your hand findeth to do, that is King James translation. Whatever your hand find to do, do it well with all your might, with all your strength. You see that girl that just won Open Champion or something, they call her Coco. She did her training, her practice with all her might, with all her strength, and now at the age of 19, she became a star and she became a millionaire, instant millionaire at the age of 19. Why? Because she put all herself to practice. She's not a graduate. She didn't go to college. I don't know whether she has finished even high school. I don't just understand. She don't need even to go to school. But she gave all her attention to what she wanted, and she got it. And she's honored. She's crowned with glory. People now will be calling her. Sometimes they may even act her. They may even want her to act movie, and they'll pay her millions of dollars. They may even call her to become a model. Somebody will call her one day and say, I want you to come and dress and walk on a stage. They pay her money. Someone will come and call, a company will call her and say, look, I want you to stay in our, to sell our this thing and sell our that. She will make money. She didn't go to school. She didn't go to college. She didn't have any high degree. She didn't go to Harvard. She didn't go to maybe Yale University. She didn't go to any of the colleges. Schools will be looking for her to make her come into the school free scholarship, and she will reject schools. Catch what I'm telling you now. And that thing I'm telling you is in an ancient book that will not be broken. Ancient landmark. Whatever your hand, that is how he puts it, find it to do. Do it well with all your strength, with all your might, with everything you have. Put it into it. The guy that I'm telling you is a man that was dancing, because I really see it. The man has a man's face, but in the booty he has something else, and he can't come and be talking and be dancing. The one that is talking was just talking, and she's dancing, or he is dancing. I don't know whether she or he is dancing, and everybody that is giving gift, we're just looking at the booty. Whether it's a fake booty, whether he put something there like clown or like anything, put something there, I'll be dancing and the booty is shaking. People are giving a lot and a lot of gift. And whether it's a man or a woman, the way she was doing it, she was doing it with all her strength. She didn't pay no mind on her face. But the very moment she just turned her face, that's when you know he looks like a man with beards everywhere. But everybody were looking at the back. And the guy that is talking, like the one that's introducing her, is very, very serious. And people were giving gift. But that's not the person I'm giving as an example. The person I'm giving as an example is just the recent one. The girl, the little girl, the young girl that has just won the Open, the something tennis ball. Sometimes they liken her to Serena Williams and all those things. She's just 19 years old. When she started practicing, she was just a child. I saw the movie. I saw where she was practicing. The daddy was the one training her. She started from the dad. From there, she began to move on. And now she is a star. Which school did she go to? No school. She would tell you, I didn't go to college. I don't even know when I should finish high school. So you can also make it. You don't need to be like you can make it, man. You can make it. It's just for you to decide that you need to pay the price, sacrifice. You need to sacrifice. And you don't, even though you can't do so many things, you can do one thing. One thing. Just choose one thing. Even though you are not meant, everybody is not meant to. There are people who are multitask. They can do everything. They can do a lot of things. Choose one thing and become an expert. As I'm teaching you now, as I'm talking to you now, I am an expert. And because I teach you through experience, I'm still passing through a lot of experience because I do research every day. I take pains to pass through experience. Moses took pains to pass through experience. It's not everybody that needs to pass through experience. There are people that just listen and understand what somebody is saying and just move from there. I pass through experience and discover you can be whatever you want to be, my friend. If I die today, because I don't believe in dying. I don't believe in people dying. I believe that we want to die. That is why we die. I believe today, if I'm out of this world today, I've given my legacy, because there are people I know, even if it's one person that has listened to me and make it great in this life. I am satisfied because my research in life is not a waste. And you are part of it. And I'm telling you that this thing is the word that is hidden. This is the secret word that's hidden in the book of books, and that word was revealed by the wisest man that ever exists. He was a good investor. Solomon wasn't just a king. He was a guy who was filled with wisdom. And through his wisdom, he was able to have a lot of things. And through that word, a lot of things, he now exposes it to people and makes you to understand whatever your hand find it to do, do it well with all your might, with all your strength, with everything you have. Everybody don't need to go to school. Instead, look at most of the billionaires today will drop out in school. Billionaires drop out in college. I know a young man who is from, I read about him. I think he's from Kenya, one of these African countries. Harvard University called him because this guy has talent. He's very good. They called him to give him scholarship. He said no, he doesn't want to go into, because he wants to make the millions first before he goes in. He use what he has and become a millionaire before he even wants to go to the Harvard. Look at a story like Maja, one of the great billionaire in China. That guy he wanted to go to Harvard, but they didn't want him. They rejected him so many times. Then he went make his billions. Remember, he was just a teacher. He went to a teaching school. Not that he was a man that filled with tech knowledge and all those things. He was a teacher. Just a teacher in a small, he used to say it in a small school. A teacher in a small school. And he made it today. Whatever, if you don't get anything from my teaching today, hear this word and write it down so that you never forget it. Whatever your hand find it to do, whatever your hand find it, if it's sweeping, sweep it well. Whatever your hand find it to do it well with all your mind, with all your strength, with everything you can. Maybe your next company, the next LLC you open will be on maintenance, will be on sweeping. And you become a millionaire on sweeping. Some people have become carpenters and they are billionaires or millionaires. Some people through laundromats do a lot of things because of what they indulge themselves into. They become great. Whatever your hand find it to do it well. With all your might. You can even be a TikToker. Somebody who is a TikToker. You do it well. You program yourself and be consistent. You may become a billionaire or a millionaire. Watch out a lot of YouTubers. Do it well. Whatever you're doing. If you're a dancer, dance well. Don't allow people to say, no, why you dance? Dance well. And learn how to dance. Even it means you spend extra time to learn how to dance. Take example of these sport guys. Take example of people like LeBron James. Take example of all these guys, for them to become stars. They put a lot of effort. Sometimes it's not just the practice time. Outside the practice time, what you do outside the practice time matters. You give more attention to what you're doing. Do it well with all your strength and with all your might. Do it well with smiles. Do it well with good intention. You'll find the result. Do you understand? I'm giving you something that you're supposed to pay thousands of dollars to listen. Tony Robbins will tell you the same thing. This is what Tony Robbins will tell you, the same thing, that you pay money to listen to Tony Robbins. But because it's Tony Robbins, you say, after paying $10,000, he tells you the same one thing. Do it well with all your might. And he will tell you, take action. And you listen to it in a very small way. Without paying, you won't value it. Until one day, when you go into conferences or seminars, somebody tells you the same thing. I heard this thing from somebody in TikTok, the same thing he just said. He said, whatever you have, find it to do it well. With all your might, with all your strength, with everything of your being. I don't believe in that language that says time is too short. I don't believe in that language of time is too short. You can shorten your time or you can extend your time. But what I believe is that at any time, just know that you got to do whatever you can do well. If you're a driver, drive well. Drive well like a professional. If you want to excel in sports, do it well. Do it well and do as if you had AI. You know what in my AI, artificial intelligence? You can do it well and nobody will want AI again. Nobody will want artificial intelligence. When you do it well with all your mind, with all your strength, it becomes part of you. Now you begin to move. When something becomes part of you, you do it, you don't even know. You know, like that. There are things you can do, you don't even know. Because it is part of you. Just like driving a car. If you know how to drive a car, you don't need to look at the pedals. You drive it with confidence. Even when you close your eyes, you can be driving it. So why would they need an AI? Why do they need artificial intelligence when they know you are AI yourself? That you know what to do. You know everything. You know the strategies. You can control even better than the AI. Because you put, if like now, like LeBron James, they don't need AI to come and be robot to come and be playing the game when somebody like LeBron James is there. But when LeBron James is not there, yeah, they can bring machine to do it. Do it well and become a star. Is that what I'm telling you? Whatever you do, no matter how it is. If you are sweeping, you sweep it well. If you are mopping the floor, you mop it well. So that the next thing that will happen, you open your own company and mop floors and become. The time you begin to open your own company, you won't do it again. You only supervise them. You teach them how to do it well. And your money keeps on coming. You sleep and people will be doing the job because you did it well when you started. So you know every strategy. If somebody wants to make mistake, as your employee wants to make mistake, no, you don't do it like that. Do like this. One of the greatness of an expertise is knowing what to do. When your employee, okay, let me give you one example. I heard a story about a guy who has a driver. He can't drive, so he had a driver. But because he has a driver and he can't drive, he talks too much. He doesn't respect his driver. But remember, you can't drive. So you know what the driver did? At the middle of the night, he took him to a very dark place and said, you don't respect me. I'm going to leave you here. I'm leaving. He left the car for him. He left the car and he was there in the middle of the night. You know how scary it is? The guy just said, look, whatever that will happen. He left him there and start going. So what will that happen? You get frustrated. But if he knows how to drive, but it was recorded that because he never drives before, for the driver to see, he doesn't know this guy knows how to drive. He now went into that car and drove. So he knows how to drive. But he never drives. But he acts as if he doesn't know how to drive. So the driver now thinks because this guy talks too much and doesn't respect him. The good thing was that he knows how to drive. But he was hiding it all this time. He gets into that car and drove. Do you understand? That makes you an expert. You see, when you know what to do and you do it well with all your might, you know that you can always, the money we discover in business, the money is in the mud. The money is in the mud. Money is in that little things that you think is nothing. That is where the money is, in the mud. You ask people who work in the oil rig, you see them, forget when they come out from the oil rig, they look so good. But when they go to see them working, the mud covers them. They look so dirty. But when they come out, they're being paid well. And they look good. You like them. Oh, why are they there? You can't see what they're doing there. They are always in the mud. That time they're pushing those pipes that are so dirty. Their gown, their working gown is so dirty. They don't mind it because they know when they come out, they make money. That is the thing you need to understand. That the money is in when you mess up that your hand. So what am I telling you to do? What am I making? Whatever you have, find it to do. Do it well with all your might, with all your strength. And you will see the result of it in this life. Because the problem of people, they don't want to have knowledge, they don't want to be knowledgeable or anything. That's why I say it's hard to read, it's hard to watch good things, you got to study things that will improve your mindset. People don't want to. People just want something they will just see immediately that make them excited, that makes them sometimes do stupid things. But they don't want those ones that will teach them things of how their life can be improved, knowing that their tomorrow is very important. They start now and to lay the solid foundation. You got to start now and lay that solid foundation. And the solid foundation is when you do whatever you can do it well, make mistakes and learn from those mistakes, grow with those mistakes. Let your mistake be the springboard to your success. Just like people who believe that they reach a certain level of life, life is too short. The very day you start talking that language, life is too short, your life will be short. The very day you start confessing every small thing, life is too short. Life is too short. You will die quick. You die real quick. Death will be following you around. Life is not short. It is you that can shorten your life. That is why people commit suicide. When people commit suicide, they shorten their life. Your life and destiny is in your hand. Do you understand? So they say, oh, my life is in God's hand. No. God has given you the life. Your life is in your hand. You can take it away today. You can die today if you want to die. You can also die with your mouth, because life and death is in our tongue. By the time you begin, you can get old and you can get weak. You get weak. Whatever you say, that is what. When you say, I'm getting like somebody like Caleb. There's a guy in the book of Books called Caleb. He was 80 years old. He said he still have the strength of 40 years old man. That's what he was saying. He was 80 years old. Go and reach that stuff. He confessed 40. He said, I still have the strength of a man of 40 years. Then that means he's telling you, I'm going to live long on earth. But when people say, oh, my friends have died, everybody has gone, why am I still staying here? No, I got to go. One day I may get sick. You fall sick and die. I don't believe in death. I believe in transition. I believe in sleep. When it's time to sleep, you sleep. You sleep very well. When you begin to confess stupid things into your life, that is how it will begin to come into your life. You begin to confess negative. The negative things will come. You confess fear will come. You confess death will come. You confess poverty will come. Look, that is why you see every day I look so handsome, so cool. I discovered that you can control your life. You can control. Even now you want to. You see some people, even though if they want to make their breast, they can go for. They can't even go make their plastic. You see, you have everything in you is owned by you. Everything given to you is not owned by God. It's owned by you. God has given you. The Creator has given you everything. Take dominion over all things. That thing, you have the right to control it. You have the right to control the food you eat, control everything you want to do, control. You have the power to take dominion over the friends you want to associate with. You have the right to you decide where to go and where not to go. It is your own decision. Nobody moves you. You have been given the power to control everything. The thing you need to take into your mind. It is you. You understand what I'm telling you? Where you want to sleep tonight, where you want to sleep tomorrow, the friends you want to talk to, the food you want to eat. If you want to smoke cigarette, nobody will stop you from smoking it. You smoke it and die. You smoke it. Nobody forces you to smoke it. You want to smoke weed? Nobody forces you. The government can only do little. You want to smoke weed and destroy your head and doesn't know anything. It is your own. You have the power of your destiny. Do you understand? Some people will make it and some people will not make it. All those is your decision. One man said, I shall not die, but I shall live to declare the works of God. That's what he said. He pronounces, I shall not die, even though he died at last. But he spent his years. well. Because he said it, I shall not die. I shall not die. You don't just go and read because the person says, oh, if a man can live 100 years, oh, you begin to say, well, I may live 100 years and die. No, there are people who excel, who live longer, more than 100 years. Even look at the life of Abraham. Look at people who live up to 900 years. It depends on how we begin to listen to people's word and take it into our mindset. To begin to change our mindset, change our paradigm. You begin to see things will begin to work in a different way. Because we discovered there are people who makes it as billionaires. Some of them, look at it. They are at the age of 60. They are age of something. Look at them. You see these young ones that are coming up. Good. Because they understand the concept of the mindset of success. You can also make it. You can forget about this death language. I will soon die. You die, my friend. Just what you got to do, whatever you have to do, that is the aspect. Are you doing it well? Are you doing it with respect? Because whatever you sow, that shall you reap. Are you respecting someone's job? Are you respecting somebody? Anything you do will come back to you. I don't know whether somebody's getting what I'm saying. Everything we do is in the law of sowing and reaping. If you plan evil against somebody in your mind, in your way of attitude, it will come to you one way or the other. You can't run away from it. Some people call it the law of karma. You understand? But if you do someone's thing very well, you all encourage somebody to succeed, or you help somebody to grow, it will come back to you. But if you live a life of wickedness, a life of a lot of tricks, because there are a lot of tricksters. People play games with people. Play games. You trick people. You deceive them. You play the game of wickedness. The wickedness will come to you. Sometimes it's transferred to your family, transferred to your children, transferred to your children. You don't know because of what you've done. That is why you see, because you start laying foundation of death. My father died, my mother died when she was 60 years old. I'm close to 60 years old, maybe I would die. You discover families, people keep on dying. They don't even reach the age of 60 because somebody laid nonsense foundation. Because saying about, my grandfather died, this is that, he was sick of this, sick of cancer, he was sick of this. The thing follows through the family. But when you begin to understand that I will live, I'm going to enjoy my life. You can even tell people, I have not enjoyed yet. I will enjoy my life. I will see my grandchildren, great-grandchildren. I will see them with good health. You begin to make that strong word of affirmation into your life. It will happen. No evil will find you, my friend. No evil. You will shine every day. You will look as beautiful like Sarah. Sarah was striking the age, but she was still beautiful. A king looked for her, even of her age. This is the power of confession, the power of affirmation. Do you understand? You will not die. You will make it in this life. Look at these old men, old women, old people. Look at them in the Congress. They are still enjoying their life. Look at it. How old is people like Mitch? How old is all these guys? They are still enjoying. They are still dreaming. They are still making money. They don't even want to leave Congress. Look at the presidents of all these countries. Most of them are old men. I saw one in one of these country, whether it is it Singapore or Holy Land or one of this man is sick, but he's still the president of that country. One of these, whether Thailand or something like that, very, very sick. But he's still becoming president, and there are young people that can't even become president. He's still president. No matter how he contests the election, he still wins. Look at people like Putin in Russia, 60-something years old. They are still strong, ruling the country. Go to Africa and see all those old men. Even though now they have been overthrown. All those old men still wants to rule the country for 50 years, for 100 years, for this thing. They are still there. The young ones can't even challenge them. They're still alive. Because they don't even want to die. And they will say they don't want to die. They want to still enjoy the goodies. And because they say they don't die, they are still alive. Look at the president of Nigeria. Look at him. You know how old that man is? Look at him. The president of Nigeria. Google it. He's ruling the country where there are young people. They don't know. They can't even touch him. They can't even if he likes it, if he wants to rule the country for the next 20 years, he will do it because he knows the system of how to get into that presidency. Look at Joe Biden. Look at the president of the United States. Look at him. How old is he? He's contesting. He may win again. He may win again. I'm telling you the truth because he knows how to win. He knows how to win. He knows the people. He knows where to put his hand and he will win. If this kind of people that are still dreaming, talk about you. How old are you? Do I have anybody here that is 80 years old that is here? Or maybe a lot of people, maybe young people from 20 years or 26 years. Because most of my advert in Twitter, most people that comes into my program, that clicks into my program, that 100% of them are ages of from 20 to 30 something. When I look at the data, those are the people that about sometimes I see 81,000 people. Out of 81,000 people, divided very well, 70 something percent is those young people that are clicking my ads because I see the data. Do you understand? Whatever you have find it to do it well. If you can't do two things, look for just one thing and do it well. If you know how to jump very well. If you know how to talk very well. If you know how to make people to laugh, learn and make people laugh. If you are good in tech, go for tech. Do it well. If you're good in business, do it well. Look, you see, one thing you need to understand. When they talk about do it well, whatever you have find it to do it well with all your strength, is this: you need to add something every day into your life. The very day you add something nobody knows, you win. It's just like if you're a good shoemaker. You are a good shoemaker, you can do shoe very well, more than others, you win. You are a star. I'm telling you, make your millions out of it. If you're a good dancer, you see people begin to dance in their own way. Now you can dance like them, but you add something into it. You twist it or tweak it into it. You become the best. You become the star. If you're a good footballer and you do it differently, you play the football like others, but you add something into it. Oh my God, you are a winner. You are the star. So now begin to look at what people do, the way they talk. Maybe the way they talk and you add something to it. Every generation has people like that added something, like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has his own generation where he added something. Kobe, I think Kobe, if you look at Kobe also added something. Let Kobe, he added something. And everybody is so interested in him. Look at Messi. Look at all these guys that are coming in, soccer stars. They got to add something. If you want to be a good boxer, you got to add something into it to tweak it. Then you are well known. Add something. If you are a TikToker, you got to add one thing. Add something different. You understand? I'm just giving you something you need to understand. You just go and go and look. Give your attention to learning, studying. Give your attention to that research. Every generation of a star has something unique and special. I'll be right back. Okay, let me tell you the story about me. The story about me is this. I have one grace. I was created into the world with one special grace. The special grace is that I can sit down and be taught something new and an opening for me to discover it. I am very good in that. I know that because I'm good in that, I'm different. My mindset is so different. I believe differently. The way I see God is different. You understand what I'm telling you? And I don't want to change my belief about God. No matter how somebody tell me, oh, this is that. The way, no matter what you tell me about God, My own way of thinking is different. The way I see about dying is so different. The way I see about revelations is so different. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So no matter what you tell me, you give me your own stuff. I don't argue with you who God is, who Jesus is, who angel is, because I have my own belief of how. Because if you really take time and discover these things, you know that you are in control of your life. No matter how tough the life is, no matter how fast you run, you are in control of your life. And I want you to understand, when the time comes, because you are into this earth, your destiny will shine. That is belief. No matter how you run fast, you see people run, some people they run fast, but they are running in circles. And now one will be very slow. He wins the race. There are some people that runs very slow, they run in circle. The other one run fast and win the race. The race is not for the swift, not a battle for the strong, but it is the Creator that showeth mercy. When it is the time, you are prepared, you are created well. But what you got to do is use the opportunities you have. Even when you make mistakes, because you use the little opportunity you have and make mistakes, it will be fixed. The universe love people who even do and make mistakes. It will be fixed real quick, because that's how it's been prepared. Even the mistake you make has a reason. But do everything you want to do with all your heart, with all your soul. That is why even the criminals, you see the criminals, those criminals, when they want to steal, they do it well with all their might, with all their strength. They don't look back. You see those bad guys. That's the difference between the bad guys and the good guys. The bad guys have the intention to do bad, and when they are doing it, they don't look back. You see the witches and the witchcrafts, when they are ready to do what they want to do, I'm telling you the truth, they do it with all their strength, with all their might. That is the bad guys. They don't look back. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Those guys that want to rob the bank, I'm telling you, they don't look back. They don't care what is going to happen. What they know, they do it with all their strength and ready to take that responsibility. Then you that is good, I'm telling you, you don't even want to, because these guys, the wicked people, study to do evil. That is what the book of books says. They study. They don't just do it. They take time, study, take years, take months, take their time, study everything before they do their wickedness. But you don't even want to study. You just want to, no. You study how to sweep well, so that when you open your own company, your company, when it's opening housekeeping company, you understand, the person knows everything about it. He knows when he was in. He knows who is hiding somewhere. He knows everything. When you want to open your own healthcare, you want to open your own business, your own thing, anything you want to open, you already know where and what to do. You understand? The bad guys study to do bad. Like one song Michael Jackson was singing. He said, I'm bad. Although I don't know much about that lyrics. But only what I know when I saw that music when Michael Jackson was singing was only that language. I'm bad. That is how the bad people are. They study very well to do evil. That's why you see, when you see these good musicians, do you know how much practice they make? Before they come out, they practice a lot. Every time they are in the studio, they spend all their strength, all their time. They keep on trying the lyrics, trying. After spending all the time, they come out one day. You see them as stars. You see the way they dress. You see the way they don't mind. They don't care what you think when they're on the stage. They are another people. So when you are good in what you do, a time will come Even when you're sitting down, somebody will say, yes, this person is good. He's talking out of experience. He knows what he's doing. When you want to win election, they made us see that, oh, he knows how to win the election. He doesn't even need to push too hard. People who are expert in their field, after preparing themselves, I'm telling you, they don't stress themselves because they know what and where to touch. A good mechanic those days, there was a guy, he's late now. This guy is a very, very good mechanic. A very good mechanic. I know him very well. If your car has problem, you can take that engine out and just hear the sound. He'll tell you this is where the problem is. And they just fix it within a few minutes. Because he knows what he's doing. Only the sound, you just listen. He say, okay, I know where it is. Touch here. And he walks. Because he has put himself into, now he became a machine himself. He knows every sound of the machine. He knows where to touch, and it doesn't take him time. What he wants you to do, pay me my money. I'm going to fix your car in the next few hours or few minutes. He doesn't delay. He just tells you that is this place and they make it. Look, whatever your hand find it to do it well with all your might, with all your strength. I'm not specifically on anything. I'm telling you whatever your hand find it to you. If your hand find it to drink water, drink it. If your hand find it to smile, that is how you are smiling will bring your result. Smile. Know how to smile. If your own is to clap hands, clap hands. If your own is to be a model, you know how to shake yourself, shake yourself. Whatever your hand find it to do it well with all your might. Learn about it, not with tricks. Learn about it very well. Know it very well. Find that one thing. If you can't make two things, find out one thing. Because there are people who have 5 talents. Some people have 3. Some people have 1. 1 is so significant or important like 3. Or even like 5. 1 can take you to the top, like 3 taking you to the top. So when you have find that one thing and you do it well with all your mind, with all your strength, you excel in this life. Thank you for listening to me. I hope I'll have time to see you again. Please share my broadcast. Share my broadcast. Follow me. And I strongly believe we'll see again. Maybe if I have the opportunity tomorrow again, I'll see you. Maybe as from next month, I will begin to be consistent, because people has been writing me, telling me they want me to be consistent in my broadcasts. So what I'm going to do, I'll find a particular day or a particular time to be coming out, spend time with my fans, because they are so important to me. Because sometimes they don't see me 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and maybe they get discouraged. But when I come in consistently, I find out that they're always coming, always. So what I'm going to do is to find a time that is suitable, not just for me, for my fans. I just believe you've gotten something today. I believe that somebody has written something today. So my friend, share my broadcast. Follow me and send this kind of information. Have your own broadcast also, and send this kind of information to others. That what you've learned today is from the Bible, the book of books. The books that is so inspirational. Whatever you have find it to do it well with all your might, with all your strength. And not just doing, the extra time you spend matters a lot. The extra time. After doing, like now, maybe I finished talking to you. What is my extra time? Do I go back and study? Do I go back and meditate? Do I go back and give my word, go on word of affirmation? It matters a lot. Do I go and read books? Do I go and listen to good tapes? Do I listen to good people in TikTok? Or do I listen to people in YouTube? All these things matters. But when you feed your mind with good things, you have good result, because that is what you sow into your subconscious mind. As you sow it into your subconscious mind, one day it will become a part of you. Do you understand? Because artificial intelligence will take the entire world in the next 6 years or 5 years. In the next 5 years, artificial intelligence will take the entire world. Watch it out. You can't see it now. The AI can even become something assistant. AI can become can even work in the medical field. AI can do almost everything. AI can play soccer. You know that? AI can play soccer now. AI can even competitions. A lot of things. AI is doing it. Then in the next 6 years, you know what it will mean. So now you got to prepare yourself to beat AI. When you beat AI, they say, why using AI then when it's expensive to have? That is the question. They will ask, why would I use AI when this guy can do the job better, can control the AI, because you can control the AI. So why would they lay you off and use the AI? But I'm telling you, AI is taking over everything. I've studied little about the AI. I like studying. I like learning things. I see that I've studied a lot about it. I have an ebook that will soon be out about AI that is coming out maybe in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That you need to embrace it, because it's a powerful innovation. I hope you buy the book, because it talks about AI at the whole, how you can get involved into AI. So I want you to understand that you now got to prepare yourself, that you won't want machine to take over you or to take over your thing. You won't want a machine to cook food in a restaurant. Because when machine cook food in a restaurant, that means everybody's gone. When machine is the one that is serving people, you know how many people the machine is serving food in the restaurant? You know what it means? You know what it means? How many people that will lose job? If machine takes over the whole healthcare system establishment, you know what is going to happen, and it will happen in the next 6 years to come. You are already taking most of the jobs in all the supermarkets, where you now is what you're going to do is serve that. What if machine is one that is putting gas in this thing? These are things we all need to begin to understand. So because of that, you got to become that AI, better than AI. Yes, I'm telling you, when you are better than AI, I'm telling you the truth, whatever machine will respect you. Because the way we are created better than any machine. Do you understand? So machine will not replace LeBron James. Machine will not replace the best footballer. Because humans are so important in everything we do. We are the one to control anything. The world was given to us not by machine. He said, take dominion over all things. You were meant to be God in this world. Are you preparing yourself? One of my mentor in the school, he was a chemistry, one of my Dr. Hack or something like that. I can far back when I was a young guy in the college. So I used to admire this my professor. We became so friendly. The way he walks, I like to imitate him, because this guy was so intelligent that when he's lecturing, he doesn't have book on his hand. He'll be lecturing out of his, he is the book himself. He gives note. He can stand there and give you note that will take. Dr. Hakwa, I hope he's still alive. This guy was so good in chemistry, man. He lectures in the lab. He's so excellent, and he's such a handsome man that if you see him, women like him because he was so cool. He was a handsome young man, but he knows this thing. He knows chemistry very well. Chemistry, because he was very good. So one day I went to his office, because he allows me to come to his office. As I went to his office, this was his study time, preparation time. Then he was studying, meditating. I sat there, I was looking at him. He now tell me, you know what, I want to talk like him. I want to talk like him, the way he talked to me. That time, I was just sitting down with him there in the office. He looked at me and said, boy. Boy, you see what I'm doing? I said, yeah, I'm watching you. He said, boy. He was so, he said, boy. He was moving his head. Because I'm moving my head, that was the same way he's moving his head. Boy. You see what I'm doing? I said, yeah, I'm seeing you studying. He said, yeah, I want to show you something. I want to tell you something. Look at this book. He showed me the part of the book. He said, nobody in this country has this book. I'm just the only person. And I got this book from somewhere. They sent it to me. I'm the only person who has this book. And when you see me coming to the class to talk, you know what do? I study this thing. I hold it in my head. And I make sure it's part of me. When I come in, I'll talk it as if it is me. That is what I want you to understand. So if you want to make it in this life, go for the extra things. You understand? Don't mind whatever level you are. Go and look for those extra things people do not care about. They don't want to know. This is something that I heard 20-something years ago, and it's still inside of me, walking inside of me. Everything I do, I try to allocate something that people do not want to hear. I take it very serious. Everywhere I do, whatever I do, I learn something out of it. Even I see somebody helping me or doing something to me, I want to learn something from that person. I learn. And I understand people's psychology. Because one of the greatest aspects of this life is human psychology. Humans are so difficult to work with. When you begin to understand human psychology, that is why people use machines to begin to analyze people's psychology. That is why when they know what, through machine, they know what you like. They know what you like to buy. They know what you like to associate with. So every time you stay in your house, you watch television, that thing you bought somewhere will follow you everywhere. You will begin to, the credit card company know what you like. They know you very well. They follow you everywhere. They know your name. They just send the credit card for you. They know you get it. You take it. They know. You see, that is, you understand what I'm telling you? The human psychology. They use the machine to analyze you. So my mentor, that is one of my Ghana I call my mentors, Dr. Ahako. This man told me something about life, that there are things people just want to be ignorant. Go for those things. So when you tell them, they want it from you. Whatever your hand findeth to do, my friend, do it well, with all your strength, with all your might. It's just like when you watch these singers, when they are singing, maybe they are in a American this voice. You see what the coaches are watching. Are they really singing it out from their mind, out from their subconscious mind? They look at it. Did they really feel the music? When they feel it, they say, yes. This is the person we want. People need to feel you. Wherever the sole of your feet will tread upon, you will possess the land. That was what the Creator told Joshua. He said, wherever the sole of your feet will tread upon, you will possess the land. So it comes right from inside of you. When you are doing something, do it right from inside of you. So you don't play games. People just play games. When you do it inside of you, no matter how you are, people feel it. They feel your energy. Have you done something that people feel your energy? You do it with all your mind, not pretending, not doing it so that people will see you. But you are doing it, they know you really do it out of you. You are not men pleasers, but you are doing it because you know it is the right thing to do. That girl Coco, the way she plays it with all her mind. When you see her doing it, you can always, even though if she loses today, they say, no, she did it with all her mind. You see LeBron James, I like LeBron James. You see those guys, when they are playing, they play with all their mind. Whether they lose, they have that consciousness that they had it within them, that they did all they can do. Then the universe will one day reward them. I believe that the universe is always waiting to see how we put our mind And one day, what we plant as that foundation will reward us. Do you understand? So when you're in TikTok, do it with all your mind. Let people see that it is you, the original you, that is doing it. When you're in your workplace, do it with all your mind. Don't do it to please nobody, so that the universe will reward you. When you're cleaning, clean very well. Clean very well. As a good cleaner, so that the universe will reward you and say, yes, because the Creator watches the heart. He watches the heart, not the face. He watches the heart, not the face. When you intentionally do the right thing with all your heart, with all your soul, you will be rewarded. Do you understand? I spend all my time focusing on one thing. Whatever your hand findeth to do, and you're watching at me do it well with all your might. When you're kind, be kind. Not because of somebody, just do it because you are doing it from your mind, your heart of hearts. Then you'll be rewarded. If you want to love with all your heart. Whatever you want to do, do it with all your heart. If you are sharing my broadcast, share it. Maybe not because you just like me, because you're doing it with all your soul, with all your heart. If you are giving charity, do it. Not because you want to get it back from tax or all those things. You may get it back, but do it because you really want to do it. You don't do it with tricks. If you want to help somebody, help the person. Because you believe in that universal law that cannot be broken. Help the person with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. Because you know you have a reward out of it. Whatever you do, don't pretend. Do it well. For whatever a man sow, that shall he reap. Whatever a woman sow, that shall you reap. Do you understand? If you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. If you sow bountifully, you will reap bountifully. If you sow with a good heart, you will reap the reward of a good heart. Thank you, friends, for staying with me. I'll see you again. Bye for now.